What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentator for you. This is my first game of Madden 21. I want you to understand when I click details here, this is a game I just downloaded. You can see I'm clicking play, not played recently, 0 hours, syncs in the cloud like it normally would, and then I'm going to show you going through the load screen. Now, I want you to understand, I can't fake the first time I played this game. It really is the first time that I'm playing this game. It's my first experience with Madden 21. Can't unreplicate this. But to me, this shows just how poor this game is. All they care about is go in and create your character so you can get into the yard. You know, as a community, we've asked for so many things to be fixed in this game. And yet, when you look at the kickoff here, and we'll go through just a couple plays, it's so disheartening to know that simple things that we ask for can't be fixed. I mean, there's no way EA has anyone in that building that would look at these things and be proud of this game. It's just simple concepts. So basically, I go ahead and do 2 inside runs because I just want to see how the blocking is going to be. And to be fair, you know, things aren't too bad. I mean, I'm not sure why the block was let go there, but Madden's continually had problems where blocks get let go. So I figured, you know what, we'll go ahead, we'll do a second run, and then we'll see how this works out, and then we'll go into passing. So, although the line is a little bit lackluster there, nothing out of the ordinary. Of course, also nothing that stands out as being completely rebuilt, feels like a brand new game. So I figure at this point, the only thing I really need to worry about is how are slants going to play in this game. And you can go to any slant you want. And this is where I know I'm going to be disheartened by this game. Drop back, don't know where pressure's coming from, have it right in front of me, throw the ball, and then you go back, and obviously you have to go through this little loading sequence because for whatever reason, even though the play is over, EA wants you to watch these celebrations after every play because, you know, that's one of their big features. And I want you to just understand this is simulation game mode, by the way, as well. And then after this, I go in with the expectations of, well, this is new, I guess, pointing out move those change. I go in with the expectation of I'm going to see poor blocking, poor defensive AI, and essentially all the problems we've talked about for years. So go back here, and they want you to take snapshots for your virtual office, of course. Take a look at how this play progresses. Drop back, pocket forms, pressure, throw, release, catch. From T.Y. Hilton's standpoint, it is decent in how it actually looks, but in terms of the catch, of course, and the movement. But the blocking here is absolutely unforgivable. Clint Oldenburg, why? Why do we have this still happening in your game? You used to be an offensive lineman. Why am I looking at 3 players here trying to block 2? Because Mac has stayed in to try to block. Why do I have players going through each other on the first pass play of my game? The first pass play of my game, and I have this. Not only that, because the blocking logic is so bad, when a player does come free, I've got my halfback running toward my quarterback to try to pick up the block. Because he has not stayed in at the quarterback's side. He is not back there actually trying to protect the player he's assigned to protect. Now, defensive logic, this linebacker, I understand linebackers aren't always going to cover T.Y. Hilton, okay? Linebackers aren't always going to cover a wide receiver, to be honest. But let's be fair, you're never going to catch anyone dropping shallower in your zone like this. Why is he flat-footed and stopped? Why is he not dropping back? He's worried about what? The tight end over here that's covered by a corner? Why is he flat-footed right now? Why is he not firing his feet? Why is he not dropping back? It's totally inept zone coverage. He literally stands here looking at a player while the ball goes over his head in the other direction. the safety play is just as bad. They don't adjust or react either. And like any rational person, as soon as this happens, the only thing you can literally think to do is exit out and quit this game. Because we've seen this for years. Who isn't tired of this? How can you sit there as a company and put your name on this and not be embarrassed or ashamed? Why can any gamer load up their game and the first experience they have, absolutely proven, point blank period, the first passing experience I had is I have players shifting through each other and piggyback blocking? This means X factors don't matter. This means superstar abilities don't matter. What is the superstar ability to overcome a player going through you? Or is this a superstar ability and I'm just not aware of it? A shifting ability. It's just basic football. You can't form a pocket in this game. Madden 21. Now, moving forward to this, you take a look back at this linebacker. How many years are we going to ask them to fix this? You know, we went from linebackers that would have superhuman jumping powers to deflect passes to linebackers that won't even stand up straight when the ball is coming toward them. How do you go from one extreme to the next? How do you go from a player that literally can't play football at a low level to a player that literally can't play football, period? There's no medium. There's no middle ground with EA. It's either the game does way too much or does absolutely nothing. There's no excuse this linebacker isn't dropping back 3 yards to even try to make a play on this ball. I don't care if T.Y. Hilton catches it. At least have the defense try. No one wants to be given first downs on slants, and we've been given them for years. And lastly, as far as just protecting the quarterback, look at this image right here. I've got an offensive lineman and a halfback looking at me. They're literally looking backwards down the field. You can't protect the player that you're staring at because you've already let the defense go through. This isn't a long developing route. This isn't a breakdown in the pocket after I've stood back there for 10, 15 seconds. We as a community have made hundreds of videos asking EA to fix these problems, and not only have they proven unable to do it, we get sold that the game is improving when it's clear from the first time you pick this game up that it's not. And if this didn't prove it to you, I don't know what will. Because I guarantee you the rest of the year I play this game, it's going to be just as awful, if not worse. Because if nothing else, Madden is consistent with how bad it is. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. Back in the week with more commentary.